Welcome to the final part of Link's Awakening. Fuck you, Kuko.
Great start. Dude!
Dude!
You asked me when we started to live here? Like, whoa, man.
When? Was I even born?
What is when even?
I wished for a star that I could also wish upon.
I wished for 3 more wishes.
So before we head to the windfish, there's something we really need to do first. And it's right here at this little library. This book in the corner has some very important information you need before you go into the windfish egg.
Yeah. You don't have to read it, but if you don't read it, you're gonna have a really bad time.
That is a randomized path. It changes every time you start a new save file. So you need to check it.
Yeah, you can't. Now, there are a certain number of those, though. You can figure out which cycle you're on, but you have to play this game a lot to know that. Or you can just use the map glitch and forget about it all.
Yep. And let's get a real song version of that in here. I think the banging alone will wake it up.
So I'm just thinking to myself that these 8 instruments here, I don't know that they'd actually sound good together.
Yeah.
We've got a conch horn, a bell. There's a lot of, like, percussion here. Half the orchestra is percussion.
And also the melody is just slightly offbeat. I don't know if that's intentional or if it's the emulator.
The windfish is like, fine, come in already. Oh my god. Just stop playing, please.
Ooh!
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Be unborn. Nah, not yet. You remember, I traded my shovel for the boomerang.
Oh yeah, better pick that up. You need it.
I still want the boomerang, but this is Zelda. If there's anything we know about Zelda, it's that you can do something funny with the final boss with the most unlikely items.
Mm-hmm.
So, luckily you don't need the Pegasus boots, so I'm gonna switch that out for the boomerang.
There you go. Yeah, because you definitely want the boomerang for this fight too, because it does something.
Oh. So Windfish Egg is technically a dungeon. It's not much of a dungeon, though.
No.
Pretty empty. You just fall down here, and this is where you need that path that you found in the book. There's no real point remembering this, because it will be different for everyone.
Yeah. Very strange soundtrack to this dungeon, too.
Yep.
You did it! You solved the puzzle.
Final boss time.
I love this final boss music, by the way.
This is a pretty cool final boss.
Yeah.
It especially ties into what I was saying, like, right at the beginning of the LP. There's sort of a hint that Koholint as a whole is informed by Link's memories.
Mm-hmm.
Because what this boss does, he cycles through a bunch of different forms, some of which are directly connected to A Link to the Past.
That's correct.
So this first form, you need to hit him with magic powder.
Yeah, he's just a Zol right now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Unfortunately, it doesn't say Haemon.
Yeah. No cool catchphrases. That's a chew. Oh, it's that guy again.
It's Aghanim.
Yeah.
Agadoo.
And just like in Links to the Past.
You could use the shovel to reflect it.
Cool shit. Stylish kills.
And it's nice, it looks like it gives you a pretty wide margin of error.
Yeah. He's actually easier to fight here than in Link to the Past.
Unfortunately, you can't reflect that quarter beam, whatever that was.
No.
Quad beam, I guess.
No, you can't. You can't be all the way across the room. Come on.
Unfortunately, nothing else hurts him.
Yeah, this is the slowest part of the boss right here. Because you can't use your OP weapons. Although some might call the shovel a little overpowered.
Well, considering it's a shovel, and you can use it as a weapon, then yes.
It's a shovel that can reflect magic.
Magically tickle, tickle, tickle.
So it looks like you can reflect that back at him, it just doesn't damage him.
Yeah, and it still hurts me.
Not much, though. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, good, we got a Moldorm.
Oh, this guy. Yeah, you gotta sword it.
One of these forms can actually be hit by the boomerang. That's why I'm trying all of them.
Yeah. It's actually pretty hilarious.
This is the point where I was thinking I should have picked up another medicine, just in case.
Yeah, maybe.
But no, it turns out fine. Next form, it's Ganon.
Oh, God.
Nope, gotta spin attack him. He's pretty fun. It's a lot of dodging.
Mm-hmm. So it's a lot like the Ganon fight in Link to the Past.
It was like having a Link to the Past on the Game Boy until they remade it for the GBA.
And then you had it on the Game Boy.
And then he just flies around and hits you. Do you know what this guy's name is? Is he just called a Nightmare?
I think it's just called the Nightmare.
In that form, you hit him with the boomerang, it's instantly over.
Yeah.
And now this is the final form.
Yeah, they got rid of the cool boss music and put this back up.
Got hit him in the eye. There's another case if you can hit him in the eye, it's one hit and he's down. But I need to time it right, because I don't want to keep getting hit by those arms.
You should be whipping the feather out and playing hopscotch here.
I should be. Whatever.
But the hilarious thing is that, yes, the boomerang one-shots him.
The boomerang in this game is magnificent.
If you don't have the boomerang, you're meant to fight that with arrows, and it does take a little while. Drunk! Go home, you're drunk. Where did that come from? This is the equivalent as he's walking home now. He's blacked out.
He's walking towards the light.
This is the most frames of animation I've ever had.
And this is the brightest the text box has ever been. So the owl was part of the windfish the whole time.
The Guardian.
So if that's just a motif, do you think that maybe the owl in Majora's Mask is also part of a deity? You just didn't know what deity?
Could be. I think the owl is supposed to be some sort of spirit guide in the Zelda games, because he shows up in a couple.
The windfish will wake soon. I died.
Oh, I'm very drunk. What the hell is that?
Look at this exotic blob.
The windfish is a whale with carpets on it and tattoos.
It's kind of amazing.
So, yeah. Have you ever played a game called Skyward Sword? They call back the windfish there, just in case you didn't know.
They call back the windfish a couple times. I think one of the Leviathan skeletons in Breath of the Wild is supposed to look like a windfish.
Say what? That's cool.
And I think it turns up in another game. I don't think it's called a windfish in that one, though.
Have you seen my prison tattoos?
That memory must be... what? Whatever.
We're gonna wake up together. No, I don't want to wake up! Play the song. I don't think I learned the Song of Awakening.
Aw. Goodbye, kind world.
Everybody's dying. Even these things.
This is a kind of a melancholy end to a Zelda game.
I just wanted to eat mushrooms.
I loved being a raccoon! And goodbye, Marin, our kind of girlfriend.
What could have been? What?
Goodbye, all of Koholint.
Good job, McFly.
And how do you wake up a drunk? With a splash of water.
Holy shit!
Oh crap, I'm not sober, I'm just a lot more alert! Oh.
Look, I live at the beach. Seagulls do not sound that pleasant. I'm so hungover right now. Oh.
Hungover, a log. Turn off the music, it's like 50 decibels right now. You're lucky those logs are stable.
Right. So McFly is still stranded. All that didn't really happen. It was just a dream. And he's stuck now. He's gonna die at sea.
And this Link has yet to come back, so he could very well be dead.
Yeah, this one just died at sea. Holy shit, is that a whale in the sky? I think I'm still drunk.
You know, Windfish, you could guide me back to land, pick me up or something.
I could, but fuck you!
But there we go, folks. That was Link's Awakening.
Yep. One of the easier Zelda games, but I love it. It's the nostalgia thing.
Oh, so yeah, for some bizarre reason, they had every other letter in the credits flash. So if you watch this at 30 FPS, it just looks like a jumble of letters.
Yeah, it's a really strange thing. It works a lot better on a Game Boy screen. Emulation, you have to be emulating at 60. Or it doesn't quite work. But yeah, so, like I said, this is the first Zelda game I ever picked up, and I loved it. One of the first games I had on my Game Boy, too.
Yeah, I think I had several games on the Game Boy before it, but it was one of the first Zeldas I played, excluding Ocarina of Time, of course. I didn't get very far. I'm not even sure I got to the third dungeon. But it was cool going back and actually completing it, sort of seeing how the Oracle games improved on the portable style, and how in some ways Link's Awakening was better. Overall, it sort of evened out. I think I like Link's Awakening and the Oracles roughly the same. There were things that annoyed me, some things that are very dated, like not being able to skip through those text boxes. Surprisingly, it's more obnoxious than you'd think.
Yeah, that's the biggest downfall of this game is the text box.
But ultimately, at the end of it, I did like the game, and I'm glad I played it.
Well, good.
Like, you can almost make out what some of these are saying if you're watching 30 FPS.
Right. This is not going to make any sense to people watching this.
There's a surprisingly large dev team for it.
Yeah, there are quite a few people involved in this for such a seemingly simple game, but I think it only seems simple because we're judging it by standards now.
True.
At the time, it was pretty robust.
The end. Or at least that's the end if you die at least once.
Yeah, you didn't get the good ending.
If you don't die at all, there's a different ending. Oh!
I'm hallucinating again.
Or rather, caw.
Marin was a seagull all along. McFly was in love with a seagull. The development team would like to thank you.
So if you don't die at all, the windfish grants Marin's wish and sort of posthumously allows her to become a seagull so she can fly off and die within a few years because they don't live very long.
And eat garbage from tourists on the beach. The ideal living circumstance.
But at least she'll get to sing at them.
Yeah.
By squawking at them. So really, this is just kind of a raw deal she wasn't ready for.
Yeah. So my theory is that she becomes your sister from Wind Waker. There, I said it on film. Anyway, thanks for having me. I have a feeling I know why I was here, but it was a good time, and I'm happy to have joined you on this journey through the portable Zeldas.
Yeah, thanks for joining me. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Well, hopefully next time. By the time we've recorded all of these, there's been a bit of a holdup getting the DS Zelda started. We've been trying to do Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, but it's been a scheduling problem. We still don't have a very big backlog. Hopefully by the time this goes up, it'll be ready to start. We won't have to wait several weeks like we did before Link's Awakening started.
I'll be interested to see those, because I didn't really play those or do anything with those.
I liked them, but they also haven't aged that great.
Yeah.
But the next portable Zeldas will be Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. Phantom Hourglass will be public, Spirit Tracks will be patron first, but they'll be happening at the same time, because their stories aren't directly connected.
Right.
You could do either or both. And Mecha and I also talked a little bit about playing Minish Cap at some point. It's not currently planned, but if patrons are interested, we can go ahead and finish up all these portable Zeldas, especially if the DS games end up still taking too long. But maybe, patrons, let me know if you're interested.
All right, well, cool. I'll see you then.
Thanks to all my patrons, thanks to my patrons who voted for me to play this game, and thank you for watching. We'll see you all next time.